Hello everybody, welcome back to another weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Aidan Leisure, and today we're going to be taking a look at the temperatures for the next couple of days, as well as some of those weather patterns we're going to be experiencing here in the future. We're going to take a break from all of the winter weather for a little bit, but then eventually things are going to start to ramp back up into next week, and then the weeks following we are going to see that activity kind of spike back up, but we're going to be on a little bit of a hiatus from any of these winter weather things. The only thing we got to deal with is some pretty cold air, and you'll see that be evident in the graphics here soon. You can see 20-degree temperatures pretty much all the way across the graphic in the blue, and then into the green, the western portions of the graphic there. You can see even in the southwest corner there in Kansas and Nebraska, guys are going to be in the 40s there, and then obviously warmer temperatures around the lakes there. But you can see this cold air start to funnel its way in from Canada. This is going to be a very, very important thing come next into the middle of the week. This is going to show itself here in the Chicagoland area very soon. You can see temperature is going to be in the single digits at night tonight there in the Dakotas and into northern Minnesota. But you can see as well that this is going to stick around. This is going to stick around, and it's going to produce single-digit temperatures for highs tomorrow in the Dakotas into northern Minnesota. Down into South Dakota and portions of northern Iowa are going to be in the single digits. But here you can see we're going to be in the green here in the 30s. We're going to be pretty much pressing that freezing mark. It's not going to necessarily be above freezing, but it's going to be pretty much right on that mark and maybe a couple degrees underneath that. But then you can see also that warmth underneath it towards St. Louis. You can see that we'll be in the 40s there. But here is where the problem starts. You can start to see those negative temperatures creep their way all the way into the Chicagoland area. We are going to be in the negative temperatures as soon as Wednesday night. So we're going to need to prepare for this. Make sure you guys have at least half a tank of gasoline in your cars. You don't want your fuel lines to freeze over. As water condenses onto that, it's going to be more prone to freezing. You don't want that to happen, so just make sure you got some gas in your cars. If you guys got, your kids are going out to the bus stop, make sure they're bundled up. You do not want their bus, accidentally be late or off track, and eventually they need to stay there for longer. So make sure they're bundling up, like face coverings, gloves, all that jazz. So Oswego, you guys are looking to be pretty cold. You can see there Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be pretty brutally cold at night there. You can see -1 is the outlook you guys are going to be having. It might dance a couple degrees above or below, but it's going to generally be incredibly cold at night, and especially into the mornings when your kids are going to school. Like I said earlier, make sure they are bundled up. We're going to take a look though at the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, where you can see huge above average bubble essentially on the western side of the country, and that's going to remain that way for a while. We're in this weather pattern that's seeing a lot of cold air come from the north portions and dip into the lower 48 on the eastern side, and that's why there's a big below average area here for the next 2 weeks or so. And then as you can see on our precipitation outlook, you can see the Pacific Northwest is going to remain relatively active in the next 2 weeks, and what that means is we're going to start to have pieces of these low pressure systems that are going to be hitting the Pacific Northwest eject eastward and then across the Rockies, and eventually those will become snowmakers on the northern portion of the country. So we're going to start to see a lot more activity shape itself up here in the next 2 weeks or so. Towards the middle of December, we're going to start to be back into that active winter weather pattern. But for now, we're going to escape it just for a little bit. But you can see also pretty much below average all the way across the southwestern portion of the United States. Usually this happens in this weather pattern where the southwestern portions of the United States remain high and dry. Definitely need to be on the lookout though as different systems enter that area. You may be more prone to wildfires, so just keep a lookout on the fire level. Make sure you know when to do your burns and stuff, and you don't want to have anything get out of hand down there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next forecast.